Happy Wednesday, everyone. This is Jean here from Authentic Energy, coming to you live from Vancouver. I'm here every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, let me know where is everybody tuning in from. Just write in the comment box and also let me know if you're watching this live or replay. Okay, let's talk about Herbalife protein boosters today. We got a beverage mix. I think I used to call it the protein beverage mix. It's still protein beverage mix. The same, change the name. And PPP, personalized protein powder, and also PDM. I don't have the box here today, but I'll show you in the catalog. PDM protein drink mix, right? So a lot of you guys have asked me, like, what is the difference between all these different protein powders from Herbalife and how do I use them? Very good question. And I am so happy to be talking about this here today. I know there's a few other protein boosters from the US, but they're not as popular. No, I mean, they're popular, but they're from the Herbalife 24 line, which a lot of you guys know that you don't have that in your country. So I thought to talk about the most popular protein boosters from Herbalife that are available in most countries. Maybe not in all the countries you have the beverage mix, but I know a lot of you guys use that in North America. So I use it every day in my lifestyle. So I thought to talk about this. Right. So, what are the differences between all these different protein boosters? How do we use them? And how can we incorporate them into our lifestyle and to help us with weight management and things like that? Right. So, I'm going to break them down in the most simple way, most digestive way, so that, all of you guys can get some clear information. Okay. You can actually ask questions and interact with me in the chat box. Can everybody see the chat box and just write yes in the chat box? And any questions you have during this session, this is your time. This is your time to ask me questions and interact with me. And I forgot to put a link in my show note, in my description. If you guys have any specific questions you want me to talk about, you can actually fill out the form and just put it in there so I can actually take a look at it and prepare it, or just talk about it here so I know that who's got what specific question that I can cover here. Okay, so I see a lot of you guys are tuning in now, and let me know, who are you, where are you tuning in from? Okay, and you can just use the chat box and let me know. Firstly, let's talk about PDM, protein drink mix. I know this protein drink mix is available in quite a lot of countries right now. Yes, so I actually just finished this a couple weeks ago, and I've switched to use protein PPP. So I don't have the bottle here. If I knew that I was going to do this topic, I would have kept the bottle, right? So PDM looks pretty much similar to F1 in packaging, but it's different. Okay, so what is PDM? It's basically protein powder. Okay, and I've actually prepared some notes for everyone, so you can get like good information, right? You can write it down or mentally note it down. So PDM basically is formulated with soy protein, right? And each serving you get 15 grams of protein. Okay, so it's very versatile. I've suggested a lot of you guys to use it in your breakfast shake, right? 2 scoops of PDM plus 2 scoops of F1. Okay, that makes a really great combination. So 2 scoops gives you 15 grams of protein. Okay, it's high quality soy protein. So it's very suitable for people who are vegetarians, who are vegan. Well, if you're a strict vegan, then I'll say that PDM, the normal PDM, is probably not suitable for you because it does have traces of milk. But however, I know in the US they have launched PDM Select. So PDM Select is similar to F1 Select. The protein, instead of soy, you have rice, pea, and quinoa. Okay, so for people that are, strictly vegan, and also if you are allergic to soy, then you can definitely go for PDM Select. Okay, and just a couple of other information a lot of you may not know is that each serving only gives you 110 calories, right? So this is actually great because for people that are working on weight management, so instead of using milk, right, or any other kind of like nut milk, you can actually just use water and add 2 scoops of the PDM, right? And mix with your F1 together. That actually serves a really good purpose to give your body the to give your body more protein, but also lower calories, and also like much lower. It actually doesn't have any sugar, like added sugar. Okay, it does have flavor though, right? So it really depends on what you like, and I'll get into the next product to let you guys know if those of you guys who don't really like flavors. Okay. Okay, 110 calories, and it does contain 24 vitamins and also minerals. So it's kind of similar to F1, but it's not the same as F1. Okay, um, but yeah, that the benefit of having PDM is that you also get the extra nutrients, which is awesome, right? And it's low GI. Low GI means that it's suitable for people who are diabetics. Okay, and I will make a separate video explaining about GI that basically describes when you eat carbs, right? How fast does it actually, raise your blood sugar in your body? Okay, so low GI meaning that it doesn't raise your blood sugar, it doesn't spike your blood sugar fast. Okay, and so suitable for diabetics. Excuse me. And so I ticked here, you can actually use PDM in shakes, or you can actually make PDM, shakes as snacks. So it's great as, part of your meal replacement shake. And also, it's great as just a snack on its own, right? So for those of you who want to have a protein shake simply as a snack, then you can just do 2 scoops of PDM mixed with water. Or if you do want like extra flavor or extra like benefits from nut milk or milk, then you can mix it together, right? And of course you can toss in some fruits and other things as well. But personally, I like to keep it simple, so I usually just do PDM with water. And so for people who want to use it as a post workout drink, you can do that as well. You can use PDM. Okay, so PDM is pretty versatile in my opinion, right? And at the moment, I believe it's available in chocolate, vanilla, and peanut cookies. That's only the US. In Canada, we only have chocolate and vanilla, right? So I personally prefer just the vanilla one because it's versatile and you can mix it with any flavor of F1. Okay, so we got Naila. Naila, hi, Naila. Good to have you here. Is PPP safe for pregnant women? I've used PPP during my pregnancy. So, based on my experience, it is. But, like I said, in a lot of my pregnancy, postnatal, prenatal videos, if you haven't watched them, go and watch them. That it's better if you consult your doctor or your prenatal healthcare provider first, right? Why I'm saying that is because everybody's different. Everyone's pregnancy is different. Everyone's health condition is different, right? And also, you may have dietary requirement, right? So if you do have, special conditions and things like that, you should actually consult your doctor. And also, even if you don't, and if you're not sure, I'll say just go to your doctor, bring the product to your doctor, and let your doctor have a look, right? So even though I'm a Herbalife advocate, and I've been using Herbalife for so long, and I've actually known like lots and lots of women, like moms who have gone through multiple pregnancies, and they've used Herbalife multiple times during their pregnancy safely and great. Their babies turned out fine, they were fine. I also still wanted to be sure for my particular body, so what I did was I brought all my Herbalife products to see my prenatal doctor, and I let her check all the labels, and she was amazing. She checked all the labels, and she actually emailed me back and told me like, all these things, right? So everything that I've shared in my video, okay, not this video, but in my pregnancy videos, have basically answered all the questions about, safety of Herbalife in pregnancy and all the products I actually use safely during my pregnancy. So, I'm in my how long has it been? Yeah, 8 months postpartum, and my baby's healthy. I'm healthy. I had a very smooth and healthy delivery. So, from my experience and also experience of many women, many moms, it is safe. Okay, but do check with your doctor first. Okay, that is what I say, because I'm not a doctor. I'm not a prenatal profession. So don't take my word for it. Okay, what else? Yeah, so this is all about PDM. Remember, it's soy protein, and it's versatile, right? And so during my pregnancy, I did drink PDM a lot, right? Because you need that extra calories and nutrients for you and your baby, right? So it's a very convenient way for you to get extra protein, right? So I'm gonna quickly talk about protein at the end of this video. So if you want to know more about like how much protein you need for your goal, don't go anywhere. I'll show you some tools of how to calculate the protein you need. Okay. Now next, what else we got here? We got Murphy here. Hello, Murphy. Is it quite late where you are right now? Good to see you here. Okay. Normal condition. Shake thermal aloe cellulose. Well, I would say, like the shake, aloe, they're pretty good. I mean, they're pretty safe. I'm not sure about the tea because, you do want to cut down on the caffeine during pregnancy, right? So, I mean, this is a common knowledge, but if you don't know, that's okay. Talk to your doctor about it. And there is a daily limit of how much caffeine you can take. And for me, because I'm always allergic to caffeine anyway, so I cut out caffeine completely, which means I cut out herbal tea as well. And if you go check my video on pregnancy Herbalife products, you'll hear my explaining on, why I decide to cut out, and I recommend to cut out herbal tea as well, right? It's because of caffeine. Cellulose and thermal, is that okay, those ones I would say, you should check with your doctor because I didn't take them during my pregnancy. And I know moms who actually took cellulose and thermal postnatal. Okay, so during pregnancy, I personally don't know anyone that took it, right? And there are ingredients, different ingredients in there. You do have to be, mindful of. Right. So that's what I can share with you, but it's best to check with your doctor. And even if you're like healthy, normal, that's great, right? No complication, that's great. But still have a word with your doctor first, right? And they will be able to tell you. Yes, so great from home. Nice. Yes, good to see you tuning from KL. Okay, right. So the next we have PPP. Yes, currently I'm using PPP right now because I do want my shakes to be, what's the word, less flavored. Right? So, and also, like for me, I like to switch things up, so I don't stick to the same thing always. Like with my F1 shake, I switch up the flavors and even the types. Sometimes I'm using sports, like right now I'm using sports F1. Sometimes I'm using select, sometimes I'm using the normal one, so I switch up flavors and types. And also for my protein, I switch things up as well. So let's talk about PPP, personalized protein, and how is this different to PDM, right? And why I like it. Firstly, this is like super versatile. You can use it in anything because it is. I'm just gonna show you guys the facts here. I don't know if I can like use both hands to hold things up, right? So PPP, firstly, each serving, okay, each serving is different to the F1 and PDM serving because each serving is referring to each tablespoon, right? Which is about a quarter of each of the, what do you call, not a quarter, yeah, about a quarter of the PDM serving, right? So it's not, each serving is not the same as the plastic scoop. It's actually tablespoon. So each serving tablespoon gives you about 5 grams of protein. Okay. And the PPP protein is actually a combination of soy and whey. Okay. Whey protein is derived from milk, right? So you have combination of plant protein and animal protein together combined, right? So which is why in countries that don't have Herbalife 24 line, we always recommend to use PPP for muscle building, right? Because of whey protein. So whey protein is actually really great for helping your body build muscles and also like your muscle protein, like building, right? So it's great to use it like after your workout. Okay, so it's combination of milk protein and also soy protein, and 20 calories only per serving, and it's zero carbs, zero fat, and zero flavor. So it's just pure powder, pure powder with no taste, right? Which means, so I wrote on flavor here, which means you can use it in shakes. Let me do it this way. You can use it in shakes. You can use it in your cooking. You can use it for baking. What else? If you want to make some kind of like oatmeal bowls and like granola bowls for the breakfast, if you're like kind of like sick of drinking shakes, you want to eat something, you can, like do your protein PPP in there. You can use your PPP for making pancakes as well, making muffins, soup. That's my favorite. Add it in your soup, add it in your porridge, anything you can think of. Anything that you want to make, you want to make it high protein, you can do it. Like high protein balls, energy balls. What else? I've even seen recipes where like it's chicken recipe that is made with PPP, like some kind of like seasoning in there. That's amazing. So if you guys are already Herbalife customers or coaches, you can grab a bunch of PPP recipes from the Herbalife website, the members website. And if you're curious about it, you haven't tried it yet, go to your Herbalife coach, or find a legitimate Herbalife distributor and find out how to use it and how to cook with it. Okay, legitimate Herbalife distributor. Don't get it from Amazon. Amazon sellers are not going to tell you and not going to guide you and not going to coach you, right? I'm a little bit like, whenever I talk about this, I know I seem a bit bitchy, but that's the thing, because there hasn't been enough education and information out there to tell people that you're not supposed to get Herbalife from Amazon. And people are not supposed to sell them on Amazon as well. That's breaking the rule. And if I wanted to, I could report a bunch of people on Amazon and get them in trouble. But I don't have the time for that. And that is why I'm utilizing my platform to really spread the message, like this, the message of staying legal, right? So as Herbalife distributors, let's be legal. Do the legal thing. Don't break the law by selling them on eBay or on Amazon. And as people who want to consume Herbalife, do the right thing and get them from Herbalife distributors. Okay. All right. So that was PPP. You can cook with it, you can drink with it, you can make shakes, you can make it as a snack as well. You can do anything you want with it, right? And next, so I'm going to come back to everybody's question shortly, but I just want to wrap up the three types, right? So that the whole thing is not like my energy is not all over the place. And for people that watch replay, you can actually follow the flow, right? I'm kind of a systematic structured person these days. So is that okay to everyone? I'll come back to answer everyone's question. Okay, I should do that for all my Q&A and live stream. Okay, so which means I have to keep you guys till the end. Okay, now the third thing is the beverage mix. Okay, the beverage mix, I love it. And now the beverage mix is available in wild berry flavor as well. And the one I'm holding right here is peach mango flavor. It's still my favorite. And excuse me. And how you make it is basically you mix it with water. Sorry, guys, I forgot my drink. I was in such a big rush. I didn't bring my water here. Bad example. Always have your tea, your aloe water with you, right? I didn't have it here today. Oh my God, it's out in the kitchen. So this one is very easy to make. You can simply just mix it with water, right? Mix with water, it will just taste like this amazing mango peach flavored juice, but it is not juice. It's not a kind of sugary juice that has no nutritious value that you get from a bottle, but it actually has 15 grams of protein. 15 grams of protein per serving, which is why I take this as my snack. Like whenever I feel like I want something with a bit of flavor, pick me up, especially during summer. Like during summer, I always crave something fruity. So apart from eating fruit, right? Like this is a great way. Like if you have the craving for something, you know, like if you feel like something fruity or a little bit candyish, but this is a healthy option, right? To replace all those like bottled drinks from outside, mixed with water. And it's also very versatile. You can mix it in your F1 shake. You can also mix it with what else? Yeah, like milk or nut milk as well. So not necessarily just water, right? And but I normally do it with water, and sometimes I add a few scoops of yogurt, like non-sweetened yogurt with it too. And that actually tastes really amazing. It tastes like one of those like drinks that you get from a bubble tea place, like a yogurty drink from a bubble tea place, but a lot healthier. Okay, so just a bit more details about the facts of this drink. 70 calories, okay, and low GI again. Once again, it's good for diabetics, okay, and perfect for shakes and snacks. Okay, so some of you may not be so familiar with this drink, or you may not have it in your country. That is okay. If you do have it one day, then you know that you have one more protein booster option. Okay, so I think right now mostly it's available in North America, right? So and it's The what else? What else? Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, that's all I can say. It's very versatile. Okay, so to summarize these three things, I hope everybody learned something and have the basic details to know the differences between the three products here. I've actually written down a very quick summary of the three things here, like what are the differences. Okay, firstly, you have your pdf protein drink mix. Okay, so it's available in soy protein. It is formulated with pure soy protein. However, in the US, you have the option of PDM Select. So PDM Select is, instead of soy, you have quinoa, mix of quinoa, rice, and pea. Not separately, but three of them together. Okay. And so that's the main thing. PDM, I normally suggest people to add to the F1 shake in the morning or in the evening. It's a great like replacement shake companion, or you can just have it on its own. Okay, and you can have it post workout. Okay, the next one's PPP, the personalized protein powder. Okay, it has been my favorite for a long time because before I came to North America, PPP was all I had in Asia. Right, so let me I want to give a shout out to everybody in Asia, especially Murthy and my coach Chris and everybody that's watching from Asia. You should be familiar with your PPP, right? And if you are tuning from Asia, it's pretty late, hey? It's past midnight already. Anyway, you're not getting in trouble with me. So PPP is formulated with soy protein and whey protein. Okay, that's what you have to remember. And another important thing to remember is that PPP has no flavor, no fat, right? So it's just plain, and which is great for people that don't like, something that has too much flavor. Okay, so not like PDM has a lot of flavor, but it definitely has a bit of a sweetened flavor, like vanilla flavor or chocolate. But PPP is totally unflavored, which means whatever the journey you're on, whether if it's like health improvement, nutrition improvement, or weight management or muscle building, you can use PPP like anywhere. Okay, like add it into the food that you eat, or you can blend it in shakes, or what else. You can even turn PPP into some kind of dipping as well. It's just so versatile. Okay, and lastly, we have the beverage mix. Okay, so beverage mix is actually formulated with hydrolyzed gelatin. Okay, hydrolyzed gelatin and whey. Okay, that's something I forgot to mention before, but now in the overall, like in the overview, you can see that okay, these are the differences. So beverage mix does have like that gelatin taste, right? And gelatin, a lot of you guys know that is a form of collagen. Okay, it's a form of collagen, and which is why I love it, right? Because I'm taking extra collagen with whey protein, and each serving has 15 grams of protein. So the protein from the beverage mix comes from the mix of gelatin, hydrolyzed gelatin, and whey protein. Okay, so it's and especially in the US, the gelatin is derived from beef bones. So it's not suitable for vegans or vegetarians. However, if you're not vegan or vegetarian, this is quite suitable. Okay, but if you are vegetarian or vegan, then obviously you will have the option of PDM. Yeah, PDM, which is plant-based. Okay, or PDM Select. Okay, so this is the overview. I'm just gonna leave it out here for those of you who just tuning now to take a quick look here. And have I missed anything? I know this is like a big topic, we can go on forever. Oh yeah, so lastly, talking about how do you know how much protein you need. And also, this is something I have to stress. A lot of people who are working with Herbalife coaches, or they're on the journey of weight management or health improvement, they still don't see the importance of having protein or eating protein on a daily basis. So I have to stress that, firstly, why do we need protein? Protein is one of the big nutritions we need. Big three. Okay, just have to remember big three. You don't need to remember the scientific term, which is macronutrient, right? So our body needs, the balanced distribution of macronutrients, three macronutrients from food sources and supplements, okay, which are protein, firstly, protein, carbs, and healthy fats. These are the three things our body absolutely needs. And that's why I don't like to cut out any of them. Like if someone tells you, oh, you got to cut out, like, say, carbs completely, cut out fat completely, or cut out protein completely, I'll say, nah, that's not good, because your body needs all three. Okay. And around, say I'll say 20 to 30%. Ideally speaking, 20 to 30% of your daily food take of yeah daily food intake should actually give your body protein. Okay, so your protein should come from 30% of your food sources or supplement. Okay, and which is why the Herbalife boosters are quite convenient, as like a convenient and nutritious source to give your body that protein boost. If And then, not if, but actually in most cases, a lot of us don't get enough protein from the food that we eat, and this is where Herbalife comes into the picture to help you, right? So firstly, that's why we need protein, and secondly, for my beautiful ladies out there, women especially, if you're in your 20s or 30s or 40s, 50 above, you need protein at every stage of your life to support different roles. Like, the most obvious one I can mention, which I have talked about in many of my videos before, is to actually support your muscles, right? To maintain your muscle mass, and also to help you, like, gain, right? Of course, we're not going to be like, don't get a picture like if you drink a few protein shakes and then you're going to be buff. That's not going to happen. We need lots of testosterone, right? To get like buff muscles. But having adequate amount of protein is actually going to help you at least maintain the muscle mass you have. And when you maintain muscle mass, you're going to be healthy, stronger. Your bones, your skeletons, your joints are going to be stronger, right? Not only that, your fitness level is higher, and also your metabolism. When you have good amount of muscle mass, your metabolism can stay optimal. I don't want to say your metabolism stays high, right? Because too high could be a problem too. But I would say you will have a healthy metabolism, which means you will burn the right amount of calories that your body needs to burn, rather than having a sluggish metabolism. If you want to know more about metabolism, you can go to my metabolism booster video that I made about a month ago. Right? Yeah, it went viral, so I want you guys to go check it out, because I think I did a good job. Okay, let me know if you have watched that video, and if you haven't, go and watch it. Okay. And for men, I know we have a lot of men watching on this channel as well. It really helps you build your muscles. Men, you need muscles all the time, right? I'm not saying ladies don't, we all do, okay? And I know a lot of men, your goal is to build muscles, right? So protein, protein plays a key. Protein is a key factor in muscle building, right? But not just protein, you also need other nutrients and carbs too, right? So that's another topic for another day. Okay, and how do you know how much protein you need? It really depends on your goal, right? So if you're working with your Herbalife coach right now, you can actually ask your Herbalife coach to use one of the methods to help you calculate how much protein per day, how many grams of protein per day you should have. Because ideally, you want to, not ideally, actually, realistically, you want to spread out your protein intake throughout the day, right? So we're not talking about, for example, if you need 90 grams of protein in a day, you eat all your 90 grams in your breakfast, right? Your body cannot digest and break down 90 grams of protein in one go. Okay, so like, I'll say, optimally speaking, around 20 to 30 grams of protein maximum. I'll say, I think it's about 35 grams of protein that your body can actually, break down and really fully utilize in one sitting, right? Like, one sitting is in one meal. So you want to spread out. So if your goal is to take 90 grams of protein a day, then you want to go, okay, breakfast, maybe I have 25 grams, and snack, I'll have 10 grams, lunch, I have like about 30 grams, right? Oh, I forgot my my math. And then another snack, I'll have probably 15, 20 grams, and dinner, I'll have another 30 gram, right? You want to spread it out throughout the day, right? Which is why things like, the beverage mix or PPP, PDM, they're so versatile. And also things like protein bites and protein bars, right? What else we got? Like, we have a lot of different protein snacks, like high protein coffee, high protein coffee, and soy nuts, right? And eggs, yogurts, they have protein as well. So that's why, like, I always tell people, if you're having snack, it's better to reach for protein balanced snack, right? So you can meet your protein intake in a day, right? So ask your Herbalife coach to calculate, how much protein you need according to your goal. And like in Herbalife, all the coaches and distributors are provided with different tools, right? You can have a formula that you can calculate based on what goal you have, right? Or, some of us, I think they phased this out, have this chart, which is developed by Dr. David Heber. It's amazing. So the chart basically, it's a little pull-out chart based on your height and your weight, and it can actually calculate your BMI and also your daily protein intake. And at the back, it will also tell you based on your protein intake, what's the calories you need, and also your resting metabolic rate. It is just an estimate. It's not 100% accurate, but at least it will give you, kind of a range, a protein range, which is, very quick, right? And this is, the estimate is actually, I'll say good enough. And we also have a chart that we can use. I believe a lot of you guys have this chart right now, right? This is what Herbalife promotes, and Herbalife wants all the coaches or like for the community to use. And of course, we also have what else? Those of you who have the body composition scan, or you have access to a composition scan with the coach or with the nutrition center, go and find out what is your lean muscle mass, right? What is your lean muscle mass? And you can actually use a formula to calculate, how much protein you need per day based on your lean muscle mass. And also another common one, I know this one is probably out there, you can even Google it, is based on your body weight, right? It's more like a rule of thumb, but this is probably not the most accurate one because it doesn't know your lean muscle mass. It's only calculated based on just your whole body mass, right? Your weight is basically, you use your weight. Where's my note? You use your body weight in kilograms, okay, in kilos times 1.5. So if your weight is 60 kilos, right, times 1.5, what does that give you? I don't have my calculator here. But anyway, so someone can give me the math, right? And if your weight is like 90 grams, times 1.5, the number that you get here is pretty much like, I would call the number here the amount of protein that your body needs to maintain your health, right? So like I said, this is not the most accurate way, but if you don't have access to all these things, right, and you do want to know, then use your body weight in kilos times 1.5, and it will give you a slightly lower number comparing to like what the other tools will give you. But meet that number at least. I'm pretty sure that number is higher than what you're currently eating already, right? And so having said that, I don't want everyone to like go and eat protein crazily. That's not the goal. Okay, the goal here is not to actually tell everyone to eat crazy amount of protein, to have a high protein diet. We're talking about having a protein balanced diet. All right, protein balance, not diet. When I say diet, I mean nutrition. Okay, I don't mean crash diet or like some extreme like method of food restriction. Okay, protein balanced lifestyle, protein balanced nutrition. Okay, balanced. Remember 30, 30, 40. Okay, 30% of your total daily nutrients should come from protein, 30% from healthy fats, and then 40% from carbs. Okay, so if you look at just that balanced picture here, right? I wish I had a chart here to show that. Then you will know that, okay, we're not talking about 80% protein. That would be too crazy, and your body would not be able to handle that amount of protein. Okay, so this is something that I want to stress out here, and I think I've covered pretty much all the main stuff here, right? Now I'm just gonna go and check everyone's questions, if anyone has any more questions or just a shout out. We have Chisanga. Hello, Chisanga. Where are you tuning in from? Can you gain weight if I add PP in my shakes? I'm trying to lose weight. Can I add it or not? Okay, so it really comes down to how much protein you need in a day to lose weight, right? So um, your concern is legitimate because a lot of people think that if I add protein, I'm gonna gain weight. Okay, I'll tell you why you will gain weight. Okay, you will gain weight um, if you're not actually redesigning what you eat in your meals, right? And so redesigning what you eat in meals, meaning that when we do coaching, right? Firstly, have you talked to your Herbalife coach about this? Okay. If you don't have a coach, then go back and watch what I just said about that. Okay. And of course, if you guys don't have coaches, I welcome you to join my team to get coaching. You can find out how to work with me in the description. Okay. So in order for you to lose weight, you really have to change the way you eat. Okay, let me put it in a simple term. Okay, weight loss is complicated, but it doesn't have to be complicated because it really comes down to your lifestyle and what kind of like optimal changes you make to yourself, to your habits, right? So it really comes down to changing eating habits. So what I have seen mostly a lot of times is that people don't change the way they eat. They only simply add Herbalife shakes on top of what they're currently eating. Okay, so let's say if you're eating a lot of takeouts, if you're eating a lot of fast food, if you are eating a lot of like, I don't know, not much, like healthy, balanced food, but you eat a lot of rice and meat or things that are loaded with, sugar or lots of processed food. Let's just say, that's your current eating habit. And then you're like, oh, Herbalife can help me lose weight. So you start drinking the shakes, right? Okay, the shakes are going to give you body the extra nutrients you need. But if you have not changed the way you eat, right, in general, then you add lots of PPP, to your drinks and that. They're great for your body, okay, because your body needs the extra protein. But then, in a way, you're probably adding extra calories, right? If you're not changing the way you eat, then in that case, you will gain weight. Not you will, but you may. Okay, there's a chance you may gain weight, right? So I've had a lot of people who, voice up this concern to me, right? So and I'm always confidently telling them that, if you are my student, I'll coach you differently and I'll make sure that you do add PPP, you do add PDM to your breakfast shake, but you will not gain weight, you will lose weight, right? Because it really comes down to your eating habits, right? So those of you guys who are my students, you know that, I give you a meal guide, I coach you how to, really pick up the new eating habits so that Herbalife is complementary to your new lifestyle, right? I just need to emphasize this once again. Herbalife is not a drug. It is not a weight loss pill, weight loss like magic, right? That you don't have to change anything in your life. You just take it and you're going to lose weight. Okay, it doesn't work like that. It works synergistically and also it complements, the healthy changes and healthy habit changes you make in your life, right? Which is why, you'll see that globally, Herbalife has so many nutrition clubs and fit clubs and different communities of, like amazing coaches who are working with like someone like Murthy, right? In KL, he's part of a, nutrition club, working with students, to help you, change your lifestyle, not just like, okay, you buy this, drink that, right? You can do that if you go to a pharmacist. You buy a protein shake from supermarket or pharmacist. That's what they will sell you. They will sell you just the product. They're not going to give you the coaching. Okay. And you don't know the quality too. Anyway, so that's what I have to say, right? You can lose weight with PPP added to your shake, but you need to know your protein intake in the day. And also, you need to know how you're eating in other meals. So if you don't know how to, like put together, healthy meals, right? Like I'm talking about eating meals. You have to talk to your Herbalife coach about it, right? So if you don't have one, then come and work with me. Okay. Okay. How tall are you and my weight now? Me? Okay. Why are you curious about like how tall I am and my weight? Okay. Right. So it's really funny when people ask me about my details, right? That is because I'll tell you this. It's not going to help you. Why? Because everybody is different. Okay. Everyone's body is different. And even if I tell you my weight and also my height, I'll tell you, like, for example, okay, right now, because of my height and my weight right now, my meal plan is say B plan. Okay, B plan, which means, I need about 100, about 100, 110 grams of protein a day, right? That's not going to help you. Why? Even if your height and your weight is the same as me, okay, you can be like, okay, all right, I'm similar to you. So I'm probably need about 100 grams and 110 grams. It's a good reference. Okay, good reference that you know. But at the same time, there are also other varying factors. Okay, other varying factors as in hormones. Okay, so like someone like me, right? I'm postpartum. So I have postpartum hormones. And someone like, so that question was from Nyla, right? You are pregnant right now, right? I don't know if you're still pregnant or not. Pregnancy, okay, women that are pregnant, your hormones are different to postpartum hormones. Okay, so for women, I do want you girls to remember this: hormones play a big part, right? And every girl's hormones are different depending on what stage of life you are at. Pregnancy hormones are different, and postpartum hormones are very different. Postpartum, oh my god, our body is producing milk, right? So our estrogen is crazy. Okay, and not just the milk, but also like all this rebalancing and recovering, right? And that's why I talked about this in one of my other videos, right? Why is it like a little bit harder to lose the post pregnancy weight, right? And check out my postpartum body confidence video, okay? And that's what I'm here for, right? I'm not here to give you just the methods and solutions for weight loss. I'm here to tell you guys that you have to stop the obsession with weight loss, because weight loss is not like as easy as just, oh, stop eating food and move more. And also, if we are always obsessed with weight loss, we're going to drive ourselves mentally crazy. And having achieved weight loss is not going to help you become confident in the long run. Hmm. As a former weight loss coach, I can tell you this, right? And which is why I'm advocating body positive and body confident style of weight management. Okay, so I can give everybody like the rough figure for how much protein you need, but also at the same time, like that's how much I can cover in the video here. But if you were to work with me, I'll be able to give you details like, okay, I need to know things like what are you going through in life right now? Do you have any health conditions? And of course, like, are you pregnant? Are you postpartum? Are you breastfeeding? And also, I mentioned about health conditions, right? A lot of women have thyroid issues, right? Which means it's to do with the hormones too. And so again, that's different. And also, what is your medical history? And are you under stress? Are you having, what is your sleep quality like, right? And what is your movement pattern like? All these varying factors can actually affect the progress that you want to have, and also the result that you want to have. And also all these varying factors can actually influence how fast, how slow you gain or you lose weight, or you maintain your weight, right? So everyone is very different, and we do have to look at this journey as a very personalized and individualized journey, right? So there's no kind of like one size fits all. But of course, a lot of the packages and formulas and the information I give out here is, like good reference and really good, how should I say it, like suggestion for people to take. But also on top of, the products and also the meal plans and everything that I've talked about here, you also have to adding like, your personalized factors, right? Like it's hard to compare two people together. One person could be under a lot of stress and doesn't get good amount of sleep. Another person could be exactly the same body, even down to body composition, but not under a lot of stress and doesn't have anything to worry about and gets great sleep. And these two people, even though exact same body weight, maybe even similar body fat amount, but just because of those two big differences in terms of sleep, rest, yes, and stress level can make a huge difference in the metabolism, in how fast and how slow the body changes. So I hope that answers your question. Right. And what else? How is it that my kids want to eat the muffin which is added of PPP? Then how is it? You can have it. You can feed it to your kids. The PPP is very safe for kids, but just just be mindful of how much PPP you put into your muffin, right? So like my suggestion would be, you can do like 2 tablespoons or like up to 4 tablespoons, which is fine, because you're adding. We're talking about like up to 20 grams of protein into your whole batch that you're making, right? Yeah, so I hope that answers everyone's question here. And thank you, Naila. Thank you for asking all the questions, and thank you for tuning live. And where are you from? Which country, which city are you from? I haven't, yeah, I don't know that yet. So yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed today's video, and I will continue to make more Herbalife videos along the way, and I will only make Herbalife videos that are beneficial for everyone's health, and also especially for women's health. I probably would not talk about Herbalife weight loss anymore, because I made so many videos about it. And I will actually, in the future, I will actually be talking about a lot of different weight loss issues, and also, weight loss and body confidence, and obviously a lot of body image issues and body confidence issues, because that's what I'm specializing now. That's why I call myself the former weight loss coach. I'm no longer a weight loss coach. I'm a body confidence coach. And the body confidence I'm coaching here has nothing to do with weight loss, but it has a lot to do with how you balance your body, how you take care of your body, how you do your wellness care, right? And how you actually pay attention to your body health. Okay, your fitness health, your fitness and wellness, instead of looking at your body, instead of obsessing over what your body looks like, what your size looks like, how your body changes over time. Okay, I have a whole lot of lessons on that. And if you guys want to learn more about, like the whole topic of how to build body confidence for yourself, you know where to find me. Okay, there's a link in the description that takes you to my body confidence club. Okay, it is a women only exclusive online transformation program, transformation coaching that you do directly with me. Okay, I give weekly coachings to you guys for a whole year. Yes, you get a whole year worth of weekly coaching with me, and in a very private space online. You can ask me anything. I give you everything I know, more than much more than Herbalife. It's beyond Herbalife. My experience and also my skills, right? My expertise in health and wellness is beyond Herbalife. So I want to use everything that I know to actually impact women, especially women. All right, men don't feel left out, but you do understand the majority of the audience here are women, right? To impact women out there that are always obsessed with weight loss, or you're just never happy with your body, right? No matter how many diets you've tried. And I can tell you honestly, even with Herbalife, it may not be the last thing that you try, right? If you're not going to be working on yourself, your self-esteem, on your mindset, your energy, you'll always be looking for that next method, that next diet that's going to help you and to feel better by changing your body, right? So like that's my honest truth here. That's my truth here. So thank you everybody for watching, and I see a lot of you guys tuning out already. Yes, it's time to wrap up. It's a very long session, but I hope everybody enjoyed it. And I'll catch you guys next Wednesday. No videos on Saturdays for this few weeks. Wednesday live, and I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys inside my Body Confidence Club as well. All right, take care. Bye.